Welcome to Accidental Discharge.
Oh, with Arteta. Okay, I don't know
This is the
about
thing
that.
with this
Yeah, but if you
coronavirus
met
now.
the players and the players
Here's the thing with
met
this coronavirus now, you could just be
Arteta.
a married man cheating, and the babe that you're cheating with is from interacted with somebody that had date, and man, this game you have to be now.
Is
Really
that
careful,
that's the
man.
script of that movie now?
What?
Contagion.
Contagion, yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what
the
happened.
wife was cheating.
Yeah, and she was patient
yeah,
zero.
yeah, she was actually.
She was cheating, and
She went gambling with some Asians, and
she-
then that's how she caught it.
that's how she caught it. And then she came back to America and went to her boyfriend's place. And then
Really fair.
Let the dollar circulate, or let the virus
You
circulate.
gotta love that shit.
That is crazy. No, you got. What do you mean you gotta love that
Love
shit?
that shit.
Love
How?
what?
Yeah, people just pass things around. I like STDs. Like people
Yo, this is worse than STDs.
Worse
bruv.
than STDs.
for now, right? Because till they find a
But do you
cure
see that
and
they said that
a
the people
vaccine,
in
and everyone will
Canada,
be
people in Canada
relaxed.
have been able to seclude the virus, or is
isolate
it
it.
isolate the
Isolate-
virus.
isolate
Yeah.
the
like what, like in the body?
No. The actual virus itself, its main, I think, ingredient, whatever you call
Pathogen.
it.
They've isolated it, and then now you
I'm
can
not
start
scientist, sorry. So,
dividing it
pathogen.
and finding its
Mhm.
where.
Weaknesses.
I'm just sad. Tom Hanks and his wife, they have
Yeah, those ones just went chilling in Australia.
Run, Forrest,
and they
run!
probably die.
Like,
Because they're really old.
Yeah.
Like Tom Hanks is really old.
Yeah, like, I
the
think like
survival rate of old people
late-
isn't high.
late
How old
60s
is
in
Tom Hanks?
Australia.
Tom
like,
Hanks is almost
late-
like
like
almost
Actually,
70.
the only,
Yeah.
that's not what you say. You say he's diabetic and she has survived cancer.
True.
That's what you say.
True.
I didn't
That's
even know
why-
that, so that even makes it worse.
That's what you say.
So
It's
they
not
are
that
old and they have
there is
existing
an
conditions.
80 something year old person that has recovered from
she
it.
recovered.
I did not say
So
that they
it's-
can, but
Plus, Tom Hanks is rich, bitch.
okay.
And he's probably been healthy, taking all those, you know, all those
Exactly.
their own celebrity oxygen.
Celebrity,
Yeah,
exactly.
Celebrity oxygen.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You don't know about celebrity oxygen?
You don't?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, then. So
Heidi,
that's
that's what
keep
you
it like
say.
Jennifer
that.
Lopez.
Keep it like
Those
that.
50 and above.
They
Jay-Z.
They have a particular. It's a particular tank. It's like platinum looking, and then they breathe it in. It clears their system.
Fresh as the
different. It is
fuck.
the freshest oxygen on
Fresh
the
as
planet.
the fuck out of
That
it.
is rich people oxygen.
True.
Yes.
True.
So now I'm letting you know.
You
that-
know, this is
Yeah.
why
This-
they can be 50 and still look 25. These are the
J-Lo.
things.
You know what these people are doing with
J-Lo
themselves?
clocked
They
50.
see their money.
J-Lo clocked 50, and I was looking at her like, man, this is like a 25-year-old chick.
Yes.
Yeah, but yo, did you see that thing that she did with her husband, the switch
The switch,
challenge?
yeah.
I have to give Alex Rodriguez a lot of props because I
Props,
did
like,
not
how
see
did-
that coming.
How did he fit into
Alex,
the dress?
Do you
That's
know,
number
I
one.
can't believe he
He got a
danced. He
bigger
did,
dress.
yo, man,
He
you
got
know,
a
love
bigger
is
dress.
a beautiful thing. You have to really.
Mine is not even the dance. Like, how did he fit into that dress?
He got a bigger dress.
For
think
real?
so?
Yeah, he had to have gotten a
No,
bigger
he wore
dress.
it as it was.
Because it was
super tight.
fitting to her.
Yeah.
And his was
stretched
like
it now.
super tight. Super
Okay, so
tight.
maybe they just got him a
He
different.
just got a larger size.
He
dress.
got a
Maybe.
larger size dress because he's huge.
Maybe, man.
That switch challenge though, it's really a lot. It's.
I like it.
I'm sure you like it, but
Yeah.
I mean, you have cross-dressed a couple times in your life, so why wouldn't you like it?
I mean, I haven't.
You know.
I don't know why you think that.
No.
Oh,
But it's-
have you
it
cross-dressed
looks like
before?
no, but it looks like a lot of fun. I see
Tyra,
lots
don't
of
be
people
shy.
doing it. I can assure you that if I'd cross-dressed, I'd say it. It's also nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay. What if that time you wore heels?
I've never worn heels.
Okay. Okay. I thought
What,
you.
you are talking like you're like spying on me. What's going on?
No.
Oh, that means
How
it's
is
true.
Just
voyeuristic
asking you. Just
tendencies
asking you.
for men?
Do I have what?
Voyeuristic tendencies towards men?
Realistic? What did you call it? Realistic?
Voyeuristic.
Okay, good.
He called you a peeping Tom.
Oh, there we go.
Because if you said realistic, it sounded like, you know. like rare. The rare.
No,
Oh, I mean, it could be the same thing.
No, Raj.
You're
Yeah, that's
spying
right.
on men.
I swear.
Have you welcomed us to Accidental Discharge tonight?
No.
Are we on?
You can
Are we
do it.
on?
What's
Like,
wrong
is this
with
thing
you?
on?
Yes?
Speak now.
We've been on for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moment of silence.
Welcome
Okay.
to Accidental Discharge, people.
Yes.
Yep.
In the studio with us today, Captain Awesome,
Oh.
Big Raj, King Cap, Miscom. Our special guest tonight, Sir Timmy.
I feel like doing this.
Raj
You
is
don't say
already
it
doing
like
the
that.
Zanko
What's it,
already.
sir? Timmy.
No.
I can say whatever.
You have
As
to.
long as the sir and the team
It's
is
not T-I-M-I. It's not the Yoruba Timmy. It's
T-I-M-M-Y. Like,
It's
yeah,
Timothy.
Timmy. Exactly.
yeah.
Sir Timmy.
Sir Timmy.
Jesus Christ.
That's
ridiculous.
the last night. That's the last.
I'm telling you.
cycle. But it's all
The
good.
God,
It's all good. It's all good. It's all
end.
the
God.
hype God,
It's all good, Sha. It's all good.
representing Abuja and environs.
I try.
It's a pleasure to have you, sir. Please, can I hit you with the,
Welcome.
I try.
hit him with that.
I try.
We go with it.
Yeah. Hype Superman, superstar hype man. Energy drink, drinking energy drink.
Yes, what he said.
What
That's
did you say?
Energy drink, drinking energy drink.
because it doesn't even make sense how much energy. You know the joke that is going around Twitter now, 30 plus men. It's past our bedtime, to be honest.
For real.
But then,
About 30 plus men.
oh, you haven't seen it,
Like the trend.
guy.
Like 30 plus men have like the coffee of 9 p.m.
9 p.m. You'll be like, guys, I did go out.
at the go house.
I did go sleep.
Like imagine having drinks with your boys,
You go-
and then 8:45 you're like, guy, the go house.
Any small thing, you go and play ball, guy. My knee,
Knee.
my knee,
You
my
Oh
back.
man, I'm suffering that.
Exact Mondo. But Satimi, 2-4-7 all every weekend.
No, this man fit. This man fit.
If the weekend is 7
Even in the
days,
Gym, do you work out?
Nah, at all. Dancing is like my workout.
Jesus.
Going
I
to
would
club
have said
dancing
that
is
it's a move.
me.
man just has energy.
Cardio levels in the year.
Yeah, yeah.
Event to event.
I used to play football before, but then no time.
These things just catch up with you, right?
Like we
Life.
said,
Don't
these,
even play
these are
football,
the
man.
these
You're
are the
too
problems
old,
we prayed for, Abi.
Injuries, man. I'm telling you. Like,
These are the problems
Right
we
now,
prayed
wearing a
for.
brace, like,
I'm
You're
telling
wearing
you.
a brace right now?
yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I've started playing basketball and I am fit. I am fit. I'm really proud of myself. It's really
So you
good.
have your first injury, then you be like,
Why are you
It's
praying
so-
for my
such a
homeboy's
Such a
injury? What's
pessimist.
that about?
Like, can I
Just-
just
I'm
be
just saying,
healthy?
like-
Can I be LeBron?
like you think that
Can I be
too.
Bron?
I'm just saying, you think that
Please shout out to
too.
LeBron. I mean, the NBA
Year
season
17.
is suspended, but shout out to LeBron James at age 35.
Yeah, 17.
Still a baller. Like
Being fit.
dead ass killing guys at age 35. It has never
In the MVP
ever
con-
been seen.
in the
Okay, no,
MVP
hold
conversation.
on.
The guy's racking triple doubles.
No, Jordan was still dope at
The
35.
guy's racking triple doubles.
Yeah, but not everybody now.
Right, like right now.
But those
No,
are
he's
people
still
who are
the best.
using.
He's practically
he's
still the
killing
best
it.
player in the world.
These are people who are using their money
On
to
celebrity
keep
or
healthy.
To
Yes.
keep healthy, yes.
LeBron and Ronaldo, you can't tell me to be this excellent at that age.
And guess what? Do you know what the thing I
There's
heard
a
about
reason.
Ronaldo?
It's
Man, I
physical.
feel so
it's,
bad
it's
for
like having the
Ronaldo. I hope
physical
he doesn't
gift.
catch it.
You
No,
have
he
the
didn't
physical
catch it,
gift,
yeah.
then you now
The
maintain
great thing about
it.
Ronaldo was this: when after that Juve Inter match, he flew back to Madeira in Portugal, just because of the coronavirus. And then when he had his one of his teammates, Rugani, had it,
Yeah.
my guy quickly checked in, did all the tests, everything, and isolated himself.
So is he clean
No,
or does
he's
he
clean. Now the thing is this: he had to tell his mom, his family, everybody
To stay away.
To stay away.
Yeah.
I love it.
So for like 3 days, he was alone at his house in Portugal.
You know he was in the gym.
He's a hardy man
You
like
know
that.
he locked himself in the gym.
Obviously.
That's a total
But then I
Ronaldo
was like,
He takes it seriously because it would affect him. You know, the people like him now.
Yeah.
If the coronavirus gets into his system, no matter what, it's going to
Any
deplete
long-term
a little
injury.
bit of
yeah,
something.
and then
So
marketing value
yeah.
too. Like a lot of these brands will not want to work with him.
If
So
you're
but
sick, you
speaking
can't-
of which, I saw where people were asking a question that, you know, obviously relationship world. If you had coronavirus, would you want your significant other with you when you have it, like trying to get well?
me personally, if I had coronavirus, my wife stay away.
Right?
Yeah.
My children get out. Leave me alone.
Because that's what
Let me focus on getting better.
Yeah.
Once I'm better, then you can
I
come.
think
you
that's,
can
I think
come
that's the simplest, easiest decision. Like,
Yeah, right? Because you don't even know who might actually now catch it because through you, trying to take care of you, and not even be in a better health situation than you.
Exactly.
yeah, but Justin Trudeau,
Did he isolate himself
got it
from his
from-
wife?
yeah, he from his wife.
He got it, I think.
Yeah, just
No,
to-
I don't know if he got it from his wife, but like his wife was diagnosed first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they found out like he had it also.
Yeah, so
I don't know if it was because.
No, I don't. Does he have it?
I think I
isolated.
saw
No. He doesn't have it.
Okay,
He
But
doesn't
he
have it.
isolated.
He
Away from her?
isolated.
Yeah, he
the
isolated
wife-
away
but the
from
wife-
everybody.
But the wife had it. In
Yeah,
fact,
the
she
wife
has
had it. Yeah, the wife has
yeah,
it.
the wife had
yeah.
it.
But he's working from home now.
But do you know what's even,
okay.
what's even
Out of the
surprising?
quarantine.
Callum Hudson-Odoi, the Chelsea player,
Yeah.
he, funny enough, he had it and then he recovered in 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy had a knee injury, a career-threatening knee injury, and came back after 3 weeks. And I'm like,
Wait, are you saying that he got cured from his?
Yeah, he's cured.
Yeah,
He's cured. Like immediately they
That means
announced he
great
has it.
great immune system.
Mad. Like we posted a video earlier this morning saying, okay, I know you guys must have heard I had the coronavirus, but I'm cured. I'm better now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's recovering.
He's recovering. Yeah, and that he's following the health guidelines and everything. So I was like,
The only person that I was really angry at, I know he got it and I wish him well, was that the basketball player
Rudy
Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert, because of how he was. I mean, I understand being
reckless.
playful, but he was being
Yeah,
very
he was being
reckless.
yeah.
And I heard now that they have like a little bit of tension in the team, just
yeah.
because he was always being I have that, you know. But
I think lots of
you
people
know,
are also taking
everyone
it really
should take it-
casual because there's also the video of Diego Costa, like
Yeah,
after the
you know,
Liverpool
he's
game,
like,
like,
you know,
coughing
yeah.
at the.
Coughing
know,
at
he's-
the, yeah.
And like people need to take it more
Shithousery.
seriously.
Yeah,
because
and
you
then-
actually don't know.
I actually know people
if
that
you
think
have
that
it.
it's a
right?
myth or something, all this kind of crazy dumb stuff that
Well,
is
me, I didn't.
speculated
At
but not
first,
real.
I thought it was like stroll in the park. It's like the Ebola, bird flu,
Yeah.
and SARS. You know, but when I started seeing videos from China, like,
Do you know what is wilder? I'll tell you something wilder. This thing was out in 2013.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was in 2013. They found it. They said it wasn't yet a danger, that it hadn't yet, but it was evolving and finding its way into becoming deadly to humans. And then I guess once it entered that first person, patient 0, it was gone. But this is 2013. They had actually found this virus.
So you think they re-released it?
Well, I mean,
They remastered the album
So are
and
you, not
re-released
saying that,
it.
are you not saying that these people weaponized the?
Yes.
But we know that someone is making billions from this.
You
right?
know they
Obviously,
are going
someone
to
is
make
making
billions from
Obviously,
it.
obviously.
And it's almost like it could.
Yo, Sam, I mean, like, it's true. Some people will see stuff like this and be like, man, let's see.
There's
how
definitely
you
someone
know
that
how
bet
much-
against the stock market, someone that's bet against everything,
Of course.
and they have cashed out.
Do you know how much Big Pharma is going to make once the vaccine or the cure should drop? Bruh. See, think about it. They might not drop the cure,
Yeah.
but they'll drop the vaccine.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah.
The cure means, okay, we have the cure,
the
we
cure,
can sort it.
we
But the
can sort it
vaccine,
out.
they can cash out for the
Can
next
cash out for
50
the next,
years.
yeah, because it's like, okay, if you catch it, take the vaccine.
We have the
and
great
keep on taking it, keep on taking it.
Ms. Z here, but she's gonna be chilling on the side today, catching her vibes.
How you doing?
Guys,
How you doing?
going on?
Good.
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Z's got her Miami vibe. Miami
I
Vice
swear,
vibe.
full blanco.
Really?
Yeah, I like the shoes though.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Why don't you come?
Now let her chill where she at,
I'm
man. Come
good.
on, she good.
Okay.
It's a podcast.
Word.
So,
Let me piss
Yeah.
Tara off. Please tell me your name.
Well, people watch
Me?
us.
Yes.
Timmy,
Hello, Timmy.
how you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
Said
Said
properly.
Tim.
Let's get back to more painful situations. I heard that it affects testicles.
It's true. You know, it strains.
Apparently,
You know,
can,
it's-
it can either reduce your sperm production,
Sperm
or
product.
your.
From what I heard, is
or your-
basically has to do with the upper respiratory.
No. It's evolving.
It's evolving.
It's evolving. They say there is a new strain
There are 3
that goes
strains
for
now,
the
so.
testicles.
Damn.
This
Yeah.
is
This is
not
the end
far
of the
from
human race.
This is not far from like one of those movies where there's just that scientist that wants world peace or wants to create a little. You saw Godzilla, the
Yeah.
woman that let go of all the dragons and all those
Exactly,
things,
yeah.
and just wanted to just do a little bit of earth cleansing,
cleansing, like
but then also some
like
sense
purging- like purging
like
the
I
earth.
think that everybody's going to take life a little bit serious because forget all that bird flu, SARS. This one is like. It's a pandemic now, so
Yeah, it
now
is.
everyone has to be careful.
Is it really a pandemic now?
It is actually.
Or is it because it's not in Africa, really?
Yeah, because it's not really. Like,
but
really.
this
We
was-
can, we
Yeah,
can't-
but them
it's
niggas
been-
are pandemics.
it's been
They are
declared
pandemics.
one,
We good right
Yeah,
now.
but
We're still good.
We're
but
Gucci
something
right now, bro.
originated in Wuhan, China, and then it's like spreading like wildfire in Italy. How? How
Not
is
just
it
Italy,
not
everywhere.
Because them
Well-
niggas was racist.
Oh, for real?
I called them niggas and I still said they was racist. That's how.
Okay.
Okay, I think the Italy situation
Yeah.
is like Iran.
Okay.
They just don't. They're not ready.
They didn't take it seriously at first,
There are lots of people don't take it serious.
and then when they realized it's time to take it seriously, it was too late. Because
I'm sure it was spreading when they were
I mean,
telling one of those players.
think about it,
Fuck you,
Germany
those black
Germany
people.
has over 2,000 cases
Yeah.
Yeah.
of coronavirus, but I think they have less than 10
10 deaths.
Like
right?
10 mortality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again in Italy, man,
In Italy,
the
man,
old people are
Italy.
going.
Dude,
They said like 20% of the old folks are going to go. So it's like you might as well just tell your elders Godspeed.
Exactly, and then like because of that, everything in Italy is at a halt right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Schools,
Italy is
supermarkets,
basically Italy is
offices.
shut down.
Like the Vatican
Italy
had
is
to
shut
like
down.
normally people walk into the Vatican for prayers, confessions, and all that. They had to like shut down the whole thing, and the Pope was like, nobody should walk into the Vatican. I was like, oh, when people are looking for Christ now in the face of trouble, no, nobody should come and like.
He reached,
crazy.
He reached to say, wait. He reached to say, wait, let's think about this.
And in a game of irony, apparently, when the people in China had it, there was this Islamic leader who said that
It was a
it
punishment.
was a punishment on them for the way they were treating Muslims, and apparently he now has
the coronavirus. But
so
It's a punishment for him chatting shit.
You're watching Accidental Discharge.
yeah,
Chat shit get corona.
you know people don't. That's the thing though. You see, that's
I see
that's
what you
where
did there. I see what you did.
that's where religion kind of always takes the dive. I saw Kenneth Copeland being on screen, like touching screens and not
See,
touching
everybody should
anybody.
touch the
I'm sure he
screen
was in
for-
he might have been in the most isolated place in the planet,
Obviously.
and saying, "I pray for all of you
Obviously.
and
Oh
all
my
that."
God, I heard people drank the toll, like a pastor was telling his congregation.
50
to
people
drink.
died from drinking Dettol apparently somewhere.
That's
Yo.
natural selection, isn't it?
Natural stupidity.
Yeah, basically.
It's
I mean,
natural
like, it's
selection.
like
if you're
it's-
stupid enough to drink it all.
That's really natural.
No, but no, not everybody is actually wise like that. Let's not not forget what was his name, Jim Crow or Jim whatever, the guy that took 1,000 people to one side of the Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Jim Jones,
was it
I think
Jim
it was Jim
Jones?
Jones. He took
Yeah,
some
the
people,
cult.
that some followers, and literally all of them took some pills,
Poisons.
some poisons.
Well,
when
that
they
was
were
during the
poisoned.
hippie. That was
During the hippie era.
now.
Yeah. So when you have people that you follow religiously,
Yeah.
sometimes
No,
you
no,
can
no,
be
I
lost
think
in it.
Jim Cool or something.
It was like Jim Jones or something like. His name is Jim Jones. or
I mean,
something.
that was like doing that because I heard.
that not the Manson
I just didn't get the name.
No, that
but
was
I
not the
know
Manson family.
This guy, they had like this whole concert. They were playing hippie music, being stoned, waking and baking and all that. And then all of a sudden, take this pill and then you will cleanse the world of your ill wills.
This
and
coronavirus, has it made you guys think about your mortality, or nobody cares?
So I think about my mortality.
Well, I do.
I've already thought
I
about my
do.
mortality enough times, but I think me and you probably had enough time because me and him started from the we were like, yo, I don't like this. Everybody else was like, whoa.
We're checking numbers.
It started getting real and real and real
Checking
because
numbers.
Yeah,
Yes.
from when it was less than 1,000.
me and him
people.
were always just like very somehow about it, but I think now we've deeped it and just be
Right
like,
now,
okay,
let it happen.
you know.
It's
But
going to happen.
I feel
It's nothing-
I feel good because we're many, so it's like we're all popping, like we're many that will pop at the same damn time. It's better than popping on your
Z, you need to see
own.
a therapist.
No, it's just like
When
solidarity,
you say popping, you mean
solidarity in
dying?
popping.
Yes, that's what she
Yeah.
means by
No,
popping.
but she actually.
Yeah, but
I haven't done
she
enough
hasn't-
to. I don't want to pop yet. I'm not. I was like, I love life still a little bit. I don't want to pop
but
yet.
popping is like gas pop. Whether you love life or
No.
whether you love life or not.
Now let's say okay, we know that this shit is happening. People are dying. There are people in worry. I was wondering now. Obviously, you have the religious sect that are going to be praying and does. What does the atheist do?
The atheists.
They're
live their
okay.
lives. Let me tell you something. I personally know an atheist. His own mindset is basically this. His own is be clean, be healthy, don't call for things around me. As long as you're following the health guidelines, there's nothing that has to do with God.
Yeah,
He was just being protective of himself.
his space, right?
So he's like, he'll walk into the mall with mask and gloves, and then he won't touch whatever.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when he's done, hand sanitizer everywhere, from his car to his living room to his bathroom and everything.
So that's good preparation.
That's him being prepared,
Be
but
your God.
not believing in
In an existential
Exactly.
ability to help yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think your religious belief affects anything because I mean for
But
most
there is a coping
for most
Dude, so people are praying and fasting.
yeah
because of
and,
this.
and they're allowed to, but for me, like, the whole basis generally of religion and religious beliefs is that God is in control of everything, right? So
So that is a coping mechanism still.
I didn't say it's not. Right?
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So, like I was telling some people in my church, like, if you catch it, you catch it. If you catch it and you survive, you survive. If you catch it and you die, it was your time. Like, I don't believe in worrying overly about things. Like, if God has said, this thing has come now, and you deal with it, whether it's by washing your hand, whether it's by avoiding people, you deal with it
So
however
what
you're
you're
going
saying
to.
is that as long as it happened, God said it.
Like,
Maybe you
like
haven't
when it's-
finished what I'm saying.
like when the
No,
person is
maybe
gone,
allow me
that-
finish
that
what
was
I'm
Brad's
saying.
question is my question. So do you believe in destiny or
Of
free will?
course. Do I believe in destiny? You have free will.
Within
But
your
you're free,
destiny?
but you're within your destiny, yes.
So are we
But
going
see-
according to what God has said, or God has given us the free will
So you see,
to do as we please, and then
you have your free will. Your free will exists in line with what, I mean, your destiny is only known by God. So it's not as if you know it. So whatever happens, you understand it was meant to happen.
Yeah.
So in the Bible also there was a king who was supposed to die.
Die, yeah.
And he asked and he prayed and he said he didn't want to. And his life was extended. And it was extended and he had a terrible time as a leader.
Exactly.
So your destiny exists already. You can, from our understanding of the Bible, petition God to change the direction in which you are going. But from just as you are trying, because you are trying to put me in a corner. But
I'm
from,
not trying to put
no,
you in
but
a
you
corner,
are,
because
and I
I am
understand.
actually in
you're
the
trying to
corner
put-
because-
and I understand, but like the idea is that God knows what's going to happen regardless. So even that guy that
Man,
asked for
that
his life
shit
to be
messes
extended,
with me. Sorry, go on.
even that guy that asked for his life to be extended, the idea is that God already knew you were going to ask for that, and you were going to give it to him. So that was his destiny.
That was his
still.
destiny.
It is written. It is said.
So have
But you,
Can we not say destiny
not
is
knowing
delayed,
your
not
destiny,
denied, yeah?
you not knowing your destiny, you still have your free will.
Damn, bro.
Regardless, that's deep.
Preach,
It
sir.
is deep.
That's deep.
Detail this
That's
is
some
the kid.
deep-ish.
Who do
That's
you
some
preach this
deep-ish.
to?
Anybody that
You have a
willing to
congregation?
listen-
So basically, in summary, you're saying destiny is delayed, not denied.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because I mean, you're still getting there. So the only point where you know the end is at the end. You can't know the end in the middle.
Obviously.
Did all of you guys watch The Good Omen?
No, I'm
No,
not.
don't know what that is.
Really? It's about an angel and a demon.
Know
And
about
they
it, but I haven't seen it.
And they were both centrists. Like the angel and demon, they were friends. And they used to, like, they
used
had
to
to
chill.
plan towards Armageddon. And at the end, you know, apparently there was a set of rules that, you know, that had to be followed for the angel to avert Armageddon and for the demon to cause Armageddon. And then at the end,
like a
pretty
great
much, it was
Like
like
you say Armageddon.
nothing, like, how do I pronounce it?
you know what?
At the end, nothing happened because they both don't know, because the Lord is ineffable, right? That's the word. Like, you don't know. So there's sets of rules and they're placed, but you still don't know. Like, I think everybody needs to, you know, come to terms with the fact that you do not know.
Exactly.
Even with the
Nobody
Bibles
knows at
and
the end of the day.
everything, you just
Yeah,
don't
we're always
know.
kind of practically learning every day or
Yeah,
getting
nobody
dumber based
knows.
on our
So
intentions.
I guys sure we're going to see 2021 because the way 2020 is going.
Yeah, but why does it
we've
matter?
gone
It
through
does
a lot.
exactly.
Like, I
Like,
don't
care.
I'm of that
Like, if
thought.
I don't see it, then
That
it's
one,
okay.
that one, I'm over that because then
Say
I,
I'm over it.
yeah. No, I'm generally of the thought that I might not see tomorrow. So I've seen this far, and I'm like, I'm as grateful as I can be. So I can't.
Have you ever almost died?
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm never in
So what if
2010
you
did I
died?
consider the year 2020. I never even thought about it. I just thought about
Dude,
the next day
yeah,
or month,
like
what I
when-
wanted to do in like
when the
6
Y2K
weeks,
rung
something.
in, I was like, oh, yeah, 2000, okay. But then I was like, okay, so that means we're going to be seeing 2010. But will
I think
live
for
enough to see
Yeah.
2010, and now I'm like 2020.
The crazy thing about
And I'm
Y2K was like I was literally actually wishing that everything shut down. Like like I mean, like, life has continued like this, and it's like, okay, but like, that would have been epic. Like, if we had to, like, just like start again.
Like refresh.
Yeah.
Like start again.
Like
But,
us.
but
Yes.
we that didn't even have, did Nigeria even really have internet?
Nah.
Yeah,
dog.
well, that's one
would have
part to look at. But
Business
like,
as usual.
yeah, but
We're
like,
still-
it's shut
we were
down-
just getting
No,
out of,
but don't forget that it's not just internet. It's going to shut down power grid. It's going
Power
to shut down
grid, yeah.
everything.
Power grid
Nigeria
and
internet
all,
connected to
and,
power-
and all that.
So we
Is
would have
Nigeria
been
internet
doing
connected to power
revolution
grid?
type stills.
Honestly, my only fear, I typically have like allergies, so I be sneezing up and down on a normal, on a normal.
Yeah,
Like right now or then?
Like right now.
And people
so
will
I
just
really
know
don't
that
need.
that's who you are.
Yeah, well, I'm saying I don't need corona to come through.
Ah, that what you mean?
Whether I have it or not, I'm going to be suspect because my nose, doesn't.
Yeah, I
have-
have pre-existing
Well,
conditions.
You,
so
you
like-
don't have, you haven't traveled in a while,
Yeah,
within at least this year, so
I'm just
people
hoping I'm
should just-
immune because I already sneeze and cough a lot anyway.
You take your
that means
vitamins?
you have pre-existing conditions.
You take vitamins?
So in fact, what it
Yes.
means that you
No,
may not survive
sometimes.
it.
So you don't take your
Fuck
vitamins?
off.
No, I have pre-existing conditions
Dude.
too. No, I tell you the honest truth. I actually thought about that yesterday. I was like, oh shit, you actually have sinusitis, and like you tend to often have like respiratory issues. So like
Same,
if you,
same,
so
same.
if you cut this thing,
Well,
you
fuck.
probably might not survive.
Yeah,
it.
but no, but the thing is, how immune system might be
Yeah,
be
possible,
strong
yeah.
enough to it's just the little allergies, like you said. So
Just take your
They
vitamins.
be getting wild sometimes.
Nah, come on, don't think of it. Don't think of it. Don't think of it that way.
Guys, I learned something today, and this I'm such an olodo, I wear it with my chest. But sleep actually boosts the immune system.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know why I never thought about that.
It does actually. That's why I always say.
conditions on my part. I don't sleep. I'm insomnia.
Yeah, but it actually does.
Yeah,
It
but
actually
like
does.
apparently.
I mean, that's why I always say that you need enough
Think
sleep.
about it.
No, like you need
according to
enough sleep.
scientists, the Earth has gone through 6 or 7 extinction level events. I mean,
This could just be one.
I'm just saying, I mean,
Maybe.
there's a meteor coming towards us on April 29th.
How did you know?
It's towards the states, please.
on
They are
the-
the
it's
ones
on
that have
the-
the.
It's not really about
it's on the
towards
interwebs.
states,
It's not,
the
it doesn't even
impact.
matter where it hits.
Look,
the
it doesn't
impact.
matter where it hits. If it's
Depends
coming
on the
with
size
enough
and the
force,
impact.
Oh
yeah.
my god,
And
it
it's
sounds like
big
fun.
enough.
Sorry, yeah.
It's twice the
no,
size
it's
of
not.
Earth.
Because if it hits the US, it means they'll die immediately.
Oh,
Immediately.
wow.
And then we would suffer
Earthquakes,
horribly before we die.
Earthquakes, landslides.
We would be
and all
under
that.
radiation
We'll
and
be under
all
radiation,
things.
so we'll die slowly.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of us, like community stuff.
The apocalypse
And
is
then
upon
community
us.
death.
Yes,
Yes, like-
community stuff.
Yeah, like.
Wait, did you say community stuff? As in,
Yeah,
like,
see, I
community
said
death?
everybody
Yes.
should pop together. You are not getting
Yeah,
me.
Like she said,
Let's
popping.
pop together.
I
Like,
will find
Like
a
at the same
tunnel.
time.
like at the same period.
What
Let it
tunnel?
be solidarity in popping.
What the
Like, I don't know.
wow.
Is that not
Nah,
better?
she said
Just-
that
Wait,
everybody
hold up,
pops
Z.
together, like at the
What?
same time.
I don't know why you
Z,
guys are against it.
what
like
kind
that.
of-
I mean,
what
I'm not being
It would
against
be,
mindset
it would be
you have.
good for
But
you.
he's very
like, it would be
casual
good
about
for
this
everyone.
community popping.
Like
Wait,
not
would
to
you-
like
wait,
not-
Mentally.
let me just ask you now. So just imagine coronavirus is in this room now, and then only you catch
Yes.
it, and then would you be? You feel
You
slightly
feel a
better
little
if we
bit
all
better
die.
if everybody
You
gets
feel slightly
it.
better if we're all
Yes.
sick.
Are you guys being schadenfreude about death?
No, but it's
Yeah, but
true.
don't.
Come
Are you
on.
guys being schadenfreude about
Yeah,
death?
Come
but
on,
yeah,
guys.
but
Like,
the thing
like,
is,
I wouldn't care, but
But come
most
on.
people will be like, yeah, at least we're all dying together.
yeah, but my
So
own
you
state
guys-
of mind, my own
If
state of
someone,
mind
if
is.
one person succeeded now, you guys will not be happy.
No,
Exactly.
no,
You get me. You get me. That's what I was about to say. That's what about? I mean, like,
Yo,
when
man, I want all
No,
my.
like-
If I go, I'll be happy if my other people will live.
Exactly.
Raj,
Exactly.
It's only
I
if, like
go.
it's my babe that is now left, and then some next guy is now going to start tapping that.
What
Nah,
do you
I'm not
buy?
happy
What
that-
do you
You
buy?
get me though.
Of course, some next guy is going to console her. Some next guy is going to come and be like, "Oh, you lost your boyfriend.
nah,
I'm
nah.
so sorry."
Wait,
Nah, nah.
Yeah,
I'm not having that shit,
She's
fam.
going to cry
nah,
on his
bro.
chest.
Nah,
I end
bro.
up sucking
Exactly.
his dick.
Yeah, but my own. But
Yo.
see, she was talking about like everybody
Nah,
popping at the
bro.
same time.
EBT.
Fine,
Nah,
I get your
when
point,
you,
yeah.
when you start crying,
If
your
I do
shoulder,
not move
you
the-
move to chest,
if I do
and
not-
then your head is in his dick. That's what's going to happen.
Come on,
Wow,
that's
you're
too
so-
much
you're
analogy.
kind of-
But let me say this,
Also
yeah.
Very,
has-
very active.
Very
Very
specific.
active. Are you sure?
He's done this before.
Don't you
Yeah.
watch
Nah,
films?
bro.
But
Get
the
out
thing
the
is,
way.
like
I want
when
to
I'm
hold
going
hands
down,
now.
everybody goes down with me. But that's like almost like
That's crab mentality.
Exactly.
That's not
Now,
nice
that's
now.
like all of us here now.
I'm
One
not saying
person
I
makes
want
it to
that
be a
to
billionaire
happen.
now.
Yeah, no, I get
Everyone
what
will
you're
start
saying.
hating
You would
on the
feel
person
better.
and everything.
No, for everybody,
It's
I
crazy.
promise
Yeah,
you
it's
guys are
freaking
doing
crazy.
some form morality shit. But right now, if you knew that everybody had the same
You'd
problems
feel
as
better.
you did, it's not even about you
about
feeling
feeling
better.
better.
All that
It's just-
depression
it's like-
shit,
it's just like
you would
easier.
be, yeah,
just like
you would be
easier,
calmer.
like-
You would be more at ease because you know you're going through stuff with someone
again,
else.
it's like
That's
for
why
most people,
companionship.
like,
That's why people long for companionship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're going through shit with other people. You're not doing it alone.
Yes.
Maybe that's why.
Other people
Yes,
will support
but
them.
That's why 4 billion grasshoppers are all moving at once. I'm sure.
The plague is
What
upon
What
us,
do you
bro.
read?
The
What
plague.
are
The
these
plague is
things?
I don't
upon us,
even
bro.
know.
What-
Like I
what's
saw
that?
that
Did you
video.
see that video?
I saw that video and I was
It's
like,
Kenya.
and in my mind I was like,
I saw the one with the monkeys.
Oh no, that was,
Nah,
that was
nah.
gang shit.
That was
That was
like
gang shit.
That was gang
gang-
wars,
that was
monkey
gang
gang
wars.
wars. But you see those
The locusts.
grasshoppers, yeah. What was playing up in my mind was like, are we living in the Old Testament again?
No, but this
Like
happens
the
from year to
coronavirus,
year.
No, but
The
it doesn't-
grasshoppers?
They like migrate, right?
They migrate.
Yeah,
it
yeah, they
happens.
migrate. Yeah, but I mean, look at, come on, look at
And
the
there are
amount
so
of
many.
grasshoppers. There were so
There's
many.
nothing you can do about it.
But they came from somewhere, right?
That's
Nobody
the
probably
problem.
move like one place to another.
It's
Like
nobody
the
moves.
climate
So that means they're even
patterns.
able to travel more than.
Yeah, they travel thousands of miles.
Yeah, they do.
So they can travel more than Buhari.
If
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
my guy, see, yo, dude,
Wow.
that's
I hear my
another
guy's
point.
touring his country finally.
guy
As in, my guy's world tour. See, my guy's world tour is over.
Thank you
My
for
guys
thank
going
you for
local.
checking out other states.
Yo, my guy's world tour is over.
Apparently, he
See,
went to something that has probably been popping all through, and he never.
Of course. Fish festival.
I will Google Fish
Argungu.
Festival. I actually grew up, like, I grew up in Sokoto. Yeah, I was born in Sokoto. So
Yeah.
I went to the Argungu Fish Festival when I was like really, really young,
Yeah.
high school age. That's
Did you
the,
ever see Buhari there?
nah, never.
All this time, man.
You should have grown up in this time.
But you know,
Ah,
it's
come
good.
on,
though,
You should
man.
have grown up in
Wow.
the time of Corona.
Did you see the guy that
hell
almost
no.
attacked him? They say one guy tried to attack him.
Nah,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
apparently the guy was,
wasn't-
according to what he said,
his
he was,
supporter
he was
was trying to
yeah,
beat
he
him
was
up.
overcome with emotion that he wanted to just.
Emotion for who?
He said he wanted to
No, he would have
handshake.
emotion.
Like they
All he
zoomed
want-
that video, you see the guy squeeze his fist already.
Yeah, but no.
Two
He-
things. First
Somebody
of all,
Somebody in my office said that punch would have solved a lot of Nigeria's
propaganda
problems.
Two
to
things.
deceive us that he's loved, or that guy was actually trying to hit the
He wasn't even actually trying to hit the president.
don't
He
think he
wanted a handshake.
two things.
He wanted
Personally,
it.
So it's not like propaganda.
It's like when you see,
don't want
it's
the
like
handshake
those
for it.
people that when they see celebrities,
How do you even get that close?
they get overwhelmed.
That's
the feeling of
overwhelmed
Secret
or
Service.
something.
Exactly.
That's
Secret
why I say
Service
it's
failed.
propaganda to
Man,
make
but
it
let
seem
me not lie
like
to
the
you,
guy
man.
is so loved.
Buhari was, he could have gone right
Yeah,
there.
no,
man.
yes, no,
He
yes,
could have
no.
been gone
Because the
right
guy
there.
went head on.
Bro,
straight.
close.
I've never seen anybody that close.
I swear, my
He
guy
was so
went head
close.
on.
That's what I'm
My guy
No
went
one has been
head-
close to anybody like that since. Who's the person that died? Was it Nixon? The guy that died before
JFK.
Nixon?
JFK.
JFK.
Yeah, maybe even
Gosh,
that. But there was.
Oh no, no, you're
Assassinated.
talking of RFK. That's JFK's brother.
Yo, yeah.
Like
Yeah, he
full
got-
on straight
got
close
close
proximity.
and,
I did not
popped
see
him.
someone
Like this guy went in and when see
they want to paint it like the guy is so loved. People want to shake his hands.
Are you not
How do you
saying-
get that close to the
Wait,
president?
are you not
first
saying?
of
Are you
all-
not saying that the guy, like, truthfully speaking, are you not saying that guy is not, like, he's not loved?
That guy's in
He's
trouble.
loved though. Don't try it though.
He's loved, though. Forget
It's
to.
where we don't. It's where he's not loved that he's
I'll
not
argue
loved.
Yeah,
that.
that's actually
How?
what I
I
said.
was, last month he went to Borno and they were stoning Buhari.
That's Bono. Bono is different.
Now this
guy went to
KB
KB
Wait,
State.
wait.
Like
The guy that
stunt,
was trying to
KB
shake
has
him.
love for
Wait.
him.
stunt Buhari,
The guy that was trying
everything.
to shake him. Where's the guy? Where's the guy now?
The guy, he was released. He was released.
Where's he released where? They didn't release anything.
But he was actually released.
Where?
I don't know, but he was released.
But why would you even release someone that breaches security and protocol like that?
Guy,
I'm telling
don't
you, this
release
is
him like
propaganda. Who loves
Probably,
him? Who loves him?
they've not
People
released
love
him.
him or don't do that.
They released. Hey, he had a press conference. Yeah, the way he
They
said.
released him, right?
Yeah, where
Exactly.
he said he was
Overzealous.
overzealous.
Oh,
He like
I
he
love
was
it.
overwhelmed with
You know how
emotions.
many
He
secret
wanted
people move with the
to,
president?
dude, forget
How do you
security
get
detail.
that close?
Forget security
No,
detail.
but
If
the
if
the
anybody
setting,
wants to get through to Buhari, like
the setting,
forget-
it was he was taking a picture.
he was taking pictures.
Who, the guy?
No,
No, Buhari
Buhari
was
and the
taking
whole
pictures, yeah.
organizers
It was a
and
picture
the
stance now that he
was a
came in
picture
like that
stance,
now.
yeah. And then this guy came from nowhere,
Oh, okay.
and like
Posting and,
the next thing.
You guys can't deceive me anyways. I believe what I believe.
You are
Okay,
talking
let me tell you
based on
something.
propaganda
Let me-
aspect.
Let me tell you something that I heard.
Shout
that-
out Pete.
Let me tell you something that I heard is propaganda.
the homie
Apparently.
Pete in the building.
Apparently, allegedly,
My guy say allegedly.
the emir or the ejected emir of
Ejected.
Kano,
Ejected, yeah.
removed emir of Kano,
Uh-huh.
is being
Deposed,
removed
as
as a ploy so that he can be president by the North instead of actually letting
do you
another
think that could happen if that's their plan? If that's their plan,
people can rally around him feeling like
But
he's-
Guy,
but
a
I
lot
mean-
can happen in the next, how many years? 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
A
This place
lot
is
can happen.
anyhow.
But I think
I think if it was, I think they did it too soon.
Too soon, yeah.
Because
Too soon.
Nigerians forget. Like,
Because
tomorrow nobody cares.
Tomorrow
that it was
nobody cares.
removed.
Corona
Right.
might come and
Like,
wipe out,
I
or
think
the asteroid
if
can
that
come
was
and
the
wipe out
plan,
the whole
and it's
Earth.
possible that's the plan, but
Yeah.
I think that the plan they've done it too early.
Yeah, but
well,
the
that's
thing is-
what I think
should
that
they have
sounds
done
like.
it?
I think that sounds like
Oh, they can do it
Nigeria,
like
though.
in a
Yeah, but the
early
thing
too
is,
late.
They
my
don't
own-
rate us like that now, guy.
dude, my
They
own-
don't rate.
my
See,
own-
No, because that's what I'm saying. So if they are trying to use the sympathy from the removal,
Oh,
that's what
okay.
I'm saying. It's too
It's to
soon.
die
The
out
one
by
they
election
die
time.
out by
Die out.
election time.
That's
yeah.
number one. Then
No,
number
it depends
two,
on what he can do in the
The
next
way-
3
the
years.
way
so
it
he
happened-
can
No,
be
that's
a-
what he-
he can be a figure.
No,
a
of
real
course.
implementing guy.
But
Don't
true.
try it.
But you-
Oh.
but
Let's
you-
not act like in 3 years that kind of person. What did you say he has? 40,000 books in his library.
Yeah.
That guy can probably will space and time, like I said. So trust me, like there's a method to the madness. Don't say 3
Somebody
years
was
for some
telling me-
people.
somebody was
For some
telling me
people,
that
3
his-
years is like an action plan to really get things going.
That his public persona is like, progressive.
How many years
Yeah,
before?
of
how
course.
many years before?
But, like,
How many years
apparently
between Hitler
So-
being the spokesman and the
Yeah. Well,
and
that's,
being
that's
the
what
guy
she
that was
said,
moving?
and
Yeah,
she's
for
close
that,
to the
sure.
family.
But me, I'm like talking about. I'm thinking about the episode of how it all happened. Can I do Jay, the guy who actually like
Yeah, this
pronounced
thing is
it?
not from now.
I'm like, this is a dude who was caught on camera receiving dollars as bribe, and then he actually did this. Now, speaking of it, I was like, okay, is that actually morally okay?
You're watching Accidental Discharge.
But then, I now thought about it from the political aspect. I was
Yeah.
like, man, there may be a ploy, because immediately after he was removed, LFI made him the chancellor of Kano State University. So I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But then I was like, okay, there's something is brewing,
Yeah.
and but knowing who
It's a games play now. It's
Yeah.
a game theory.
But
kind
knowing
of
what
movement on
Nigeria
their part.
is, they will not start talking about the quota system. So the North have been ruling for like a long
Now
time.
I
and
hear
all
this.
that
I
shit.
was having a argument with someone because I was like, right now at this point I am, all this regional, tribal, who takes left or who takes power, this one, that one. I'm more interested in people that can do the job. I don't really like. I understand. I don't care if you're from the north. I don't care if you're from the south, east, west. You can be from the center. If you have the best intention for the country, I would vote for you.
Definitely.
But now the problem is the wash, because you can't tell who that is.
can't tell who that
but
is,
I feel
exactly.
like this man, in one way, is
I mean,
he has the sense.
I will
He has
vouch.
the
I will
ability.
vouch for
That's
him
all.
any day, anytime.
That's someone now that can go up into a world conference and speak, and I'll say,
will listen.
this guy he can pass on a message.
Mm-hmm.
He like that. I think he has more.
More
When
intellect.
Yeah.
you heard STBN, do you think a lot of people go into there
Z-
with like
Z-
merit?
Z,
I can't
Z.
open my mouth very well in
Okay,
case of
because
like
tell
later.
me.
But
case of
you
what?
Because of
he
what?
worked at
case
CBN,
of-
right?
I don't even, we can't hear you.
We can't even hear you. Oh, like in case you just get a job at CBN. I not say that because in case you may get a job in CBN. That's why you don't want
I'm
like.
just saying a certain somebody had a position of power in a specific company that I might have mentioned very
Recently.
very recently, and Raji is saying that he seems like someone who will go into a conference and speak plenty English, and that's fine. But I'm just saying when he was at that specific company, a lot of
Organization.
people got into the
These things will
organization,
happen.
and I'm wondering. I was asking if you guys think it's by merit or.
We don't-
Why? No, but that's what I was going to
Nigeria
say,
does
like,
not serve people on merit necessarily.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So like, there's no point
We're not
talking about
Americans.
him
Yes,
like he's the
thank you.
merited one.
Thank
No,
you.
Like
it's
we
not-
know the
it's-
politics.
I'm not talking about his merit though. I'm talking about his acumen,
Yeah.
his ability to.
Yeah, but that is
But that's
arguments are what
not,
build the merit.
I don't know.
It's
the acumen built the merit.
Exactly,
to some
exactly.
extent.
Anybody
But
now.
that's not how we operate here. Let's
Exactly.
just know that.
but
first
That
of all.
was
But
the
you
acumen
see,
is not how we operate.
No, we don't
You're
build.
talking
We
about-
don't
we don't
operate
bother
on
to
merit.
No, exactly.
Uh-huh.
We
But-
don't.
So
You're
like
talking
if he's being, if
You're talking
there's a
about whether other
ploy
people
surrounding
merit
around
it.
him, it is people orchestrating that.
I know for a
Exactly.
fact that
Exactly.
he brought a lot of people.
Yes,
there.
you understand that. But then he personally, what Raj is trying to say, he personally, did he merit to be CBN governor? Yes. Did
Wait,
he
who
do-
is talking about the
What do you
CBN
mean
governor?
what do you mean by how, in the time he was appointed, can you honestly to your chest be that he was the best person for the job?
I don't know who was ever
Exactly.
the best
So
person
let's
for
not say
it.
that.
I can't tell you that I know
wait,
anybody
I
who
know.
has
My
been.
point
I
is-
don't know anyone better.
wait,
Or
wait,
don't say know anyone
Captain
worse.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Captain
But that's what
Awesome.
I'm saying. But
Captain
like,
Awesome,
it's
wait, hold on.
unlikely because we know how things
Captain Awesome,
work.
hold up. The way Nigerian banking sector works,
Yes.
when you become an AGM in the Nigerian bank, your promotions and your everything goes through CBN because you become part of the Nigerian financial sector.
Oh, okay.
All your promotions, everything goes through CBN. It's no longer the bank. If you're an AGM in UBA, until you become a GM and whatever above AGM,
Yes.
everything goes through CBN.
Okay.
It means that you can be the next CBN governor. He was an ED in UBA.
Okay.
It meant he warranted to be the
Yeah,
CBN.
I'm not,
see,
but
see,
that's
see,
not what
that's
I'm
the thing.
arguing.
In a
I'm
pool
not
of
saying
people,
that. But
once you
in a
get to
pool-
that level,
Exactly.
once you get to
So
that
there's a
level,
pool of people.
anybody can be CBN governor.
Okay.
But
So
look at it this way.
it's by merit.
But
Once
Me,
you
I'm
get
not
to
saying,
that
I'm
level,
not saying
Yes,
he
no, of
did
course
not
it's by
deserve
merit.
it.
It's by
I'm
merit.
just
Just
saying,
because-
and then
just
can we
because
not
it's by
talk
merit
about
doesn't
Hold on,
mean
wait,
he's the best
hold on,
person.
hold on,
But then
please.
let me
Just because
finish.
it's by merit doesn't
Let
mean he
me
was the
finish.
best
And
person.
then
That's what I'm
his
saying.
policies, funny enough, his policies, the 2007, 2008, 2009 financial crisis fell under his regime as CBN governor. And Nigeria did not suffer that financial crisis. You can attribute that to him because he put policies in place that made the Nigerian banks
No, I don't think anyone
to
is
be strong
questioning.
enough.
I don't think anyone is questioning.
Yeah, but
No,
whether-
you just
but
questioned
can
if he
that
was
situation-
the best
but look at
People
candidate.
just
Yeah, that's
question
We're not
whether he was
questioning him.
No,
we're
No,
questioning
no,
him,
I'm
yeah?
saying,
No, you're not
our
getting-
point, well, my point is that can we not just fall for, can people just get into the position of power and then act and then we'll see how it
That's
goes?
what
but
that's
then
where
he
I'm-
has
I
been
think
in
it's not good
position
to
of
let
power.
people just fall into the position of power
Exactly.
in
That
Nigeria.
poli-
That
I
is what
don't
we've been
know.
allowing people to do.
Exactly.
Fall
For
in,
years.
they fall
Exactly.
in. We don't rise
We
them
don't
there.
rise, exactly.
They fall into the position of power, and then now we're expecting them to do things that they probably don't even know how to do. It's just
Exactly.
like, look at, I'm not. I think that as good as Donald Trump is, probably
The
a
worst-
funny human being.
exactly.
I don't think that he's probably the best person when the world is in crisis
Yeah, one.
to actually know how to make that work. He doesn't care about health.
Not at all.
He's already a rich person. He's been healthy all his life. The
Yep.
guy is wig. So he doesn't know how to actually care about other people. There's someone that used to just make black people suffer, even to just be able to get establishments within his own intellectual properties, whatever it is. So now you're talking about on a large scale where you have to care for billions or millions of people. The man does not know what he's doing. In Nigeria, we're also going through that same thing. Buhari is someone that used to lock people up,
Back then.
put them in. So he's not an active guy
Just
in
say
the
back
thought of.
then.
It's back then now.
Still
Now,
Yeah,
I mean, he
locking
did.
people up.
Apparently, he still.
He's
Don't
still-
forget that he directed DSS apparently to lock up the
Yeah,
chick
but-
that got the phone.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
The number?
Yeah,
I mean,
So
you-
what we're saying is, right now, Nigeria's economy is fucked.
really. I mean, look at
Would
the dollar
you guys
rate.
not want somebody
Look at the dollar
who
rate.
knows how to run the
money.
economy
Who knows how to move money? Who knows how to work money?
I heard
as
move
president?
Move money, work money. Move money and work
Wait,
money are two of the
actually,
same things.
Wait. So sorry, this coronavirus thing and these two people. Sorry, we're backtracking. And these two people who supposedly had coronavirus, and then apparently it's like 600 million naira was released, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these two people do not have coronavirus anymore. So so the money is gone.
No. It's the money is for preparations.
Oh,
Vaccine.
They have
and
to
all
make
that.
sure
facilities.
they have beds,
tests.
space.
Okay.
They have
Tests
to
and
make sure they
everything.
do.
They have like enough space to treat.
Apart from even
in
that,
case.
they have to make sure they communicate.
Mm-hmm.
That's
All
one.
this
That's
communicate,
one.
tell people not to panic, wash your
Uh-huh.
hands. All this advertising,
Okay.
what to do, what
But
to
then,
do.
Do you
All
think
of us
that?
money.
Do you think that they are more adamant on preventing the coronavirus based on the fact that it affects a certain age group? Because Lassa fever is actually active. And
It
there's
is
not,
still- it's
there's
still
not-
active.
Yes,
It's
and there's
still
not really
active.
been an age
Lassa fever is
determinant for
killing
that.
so many
But we know that
people. Oh,
corona
there's no age
has.
determinant.
There's no
Lassa
age
fever
There's
is
no age
killing
determinant,
so
but the
many
one that has an age determinant, do you think? I mean, do you think there's a little bit more
No,
of
I
a higher
think-
priority, or just because of it's affecting
I
once
think
it
it's
enters the
clout.
world.
I
I think it's clout.
No, it's not just clout, yeah. Look at it from this angle. People didn't really give a fuck about coronavirus until it started affecting famous people, prominent
Like
people.
all things.
So it's
Most
clout.
things. It's famous people
clout.
that move things. Look
Most
at how they fought SARS when
Yeah.
they killed that footballer. There
yeah.
was a whole... these guys have been doing this thing for time. We've
Exactly.
seen videos. But once we knew that it was someone of a particular... It goes
I mean,
different.
nobody
That's
gave
why
a
they
fuck
say
about
that money
coronavirus
talks.
until Tom Hanks came out and
Money really
announced it.
talks.
I mean, nobody gave a fuck about coronavirus. Like, let it wipe out wherever.
Yeah.
But until Tom Hanks came out and said he and his wife were diagnosed. They were found positive with the coronavirus in Australia, and they are now in isolation. That was when
In
everyone
some
was
way,
like,
but in some way though, I think we have to be fair that people that make the world move or shake are the ones that will always
Obviously.
be responded to first.
obviously.
So
Obviously.
So
Is it necessary clouds? Isn't it?
During one of the interviews, in Italy, an old guy was speaking about Italy's demise, with the virus and everything, and he said that originally when the news about coronavirus, that they thought it was a third world disease, and so they didn't really pay so much attention to it until people started dying.
Yeah.
And then it was only when prominent members of society started, getting killed off that, the chaos truly started. That was when, all the pasta on the shelves in all the shops and stores and everything, disappeared. People had bought all the, processed foods and everything, and people were actually panicking. And so it just goes to show that, you're right. Social clout influences reaction as well.
Yeah, of course.
Hell, most of us have never actually bought anything until maybe a famous person wore it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, look at LeBron James. I mean, when the announcement was broadcast about how the NBA will have to do closed games for the rest of the season, he protested exactly until
They're now suspended.
a fellow person got the virus, and people had a different change.
Speaking of
You
the
know.
virus, though, I would like to say, though, China are crazy when it comes to...
Oh yeah, you seen what they've done?
China
So they bubbled
knows
every city.
knows how to handle themselves efficiently.
They are the world superpower.
They
Yeah,
are.
so they bubbled every city.
I've
up,
not even
and
heard
then
anything from
they
China since.
asked everyone to stay indoors.
Oh no,
Yeah.
China
And
is
then
now
they're disinfecting every
China
single
is, China is now the country.
Apparently, every how many hours? Twice a day, basically. Twice a day, they basically they cleanse
Lockdown,
the
yeah.
whole city down.
China has sent supplies.
Supplies to Italy.
China to Italy.
Yeah.
China is the country that now sent supplies. They sent samples of the
Samples
blood
of the
the
blood
guys who
and of the vaccines
healed.
too. Samples of the vaccines that they use.
well, where they
all
are.
to Italy.
They
Yeah.
sent it to Italy. America is still. So yeah, China is world superpower.
America is still banning people from coming into their country for 30 days.
I mean,
As
I
they
don't mean
should,
to
as
sound
they
like
should.
an antagonist or
As they
anything,
should.
but I think this might just be the biggest PR stunt the world has ever seen.
That China has done, yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
Next thing, we'll
Because,
start
I
watching
mean,
all the
yeah,
Chinese
good.
movies.
I mean, think about it, like the
Hell,
super
yeah,
hospital.
Guys,
we
they
always
built.
watch Hong Kong
I mean,
few
I mean, we
days.
do. I mean, a South Korean movie just won Best Picture. The
Super
Oscars. So, I
hospitals
mean, like,
they
what,
built
what,
in
what
like
next?
in 7 days, yeah. The vehicles, I didn't even know those vehicles existed. The ones that disinfect cities and streets.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, did you just cough and sneeze?
No, it's sneeze twice. Yeah.
Toroguchi.
Korobuchi.
Is that what you said what you were saying? Is that what you said what you were saying?
Korobuchi.
Where have you been recently?
Nah.
Where have you been?
Now, okay, now speaking of which, how the hell are we going to survive every weekend right now? Sports, everything sports.
It is time to love your partner.
Talk to your family. Talk to someone.
I've been
read
married for
some
7
books.
years. I've been loving and
Read
caring
some
and
books,
cherishing
read some
for those
books,
7 years.
play
So
some
what
games.
next? The
Reruns.
books.
See,
Hey,
you see.
WWE is still on.
Oh
WrestleMania is
yeah!
still holding.
No, WrestleMania.
Are they really
Right now,
holding?
SmackDown is
Why?
going to be in the performance
You
center.
think they're just going to let a virus stop them from romancing themselves?
Please. Hey!
He did.
Should I lick it?
Oh,
I think
God, I'm not
I
touching
think
it.
you're doing a Rudy Gobert, and
and it's rude.
you need to have respect for other
Sam is
people
no longer rude.
in your
Sam
presence.
is
You
not
think
the
it's
Okay,
like thing,
now.
you know?
You just sneeze
So-
out,
so
wipe
if we-
your shit with your hand.
Did you see me wipe it with my hand?
It doesn't
I don't
matter
know.
now.
Definitely must have
Ladies
wiped
and
your-
gentlemen,
Please focus.
your face and
dab.
your
Instead
hair
of,
off.
instead of
To
spreading
save
false
lives.
news.
That,
You're going to sneeze.
Paul
you
Pogba,
dab.
Paul Pogba,
What if-
like,
what
dab
if-
to
to
save
cough?
lives.
Sneeze.
Dab
Dab.
to save
Into
lives.
your elbows,
Dab, like,
Into
What
your
if I'm not
elbows.
wearing a long sleeve, like,
you're still gonna
Yeah,
dab.
that's
You're
what
gonna
I'm
instead
dab,
of
always
using your
just-
hands, instead
but
of
that's
using
still
your hands.
nasty to me, like,
No, instead of
am I
using
you're
doing
not coughing
it?
into your elbow.
Even without
You do it into
coronavirus,
your
You're not
that-
co- you're not
that's
coughing
how
like-
you should always
I
sneeze if
mean-
you don't have a handkerchief.
Yeah.
That's always how you should sneeze.
Well, do you have a
I've
hand sanitizer, though?
exhausted it. Why?
So you can like sanitize the bottle.
Yeah, I'm
saying.
just still thinking that this nigga sneezed twice.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
So this might be,
I mean, yeah,
we all dead now.
yeah. I mean,
This is our final.
Peter, you'll be alright.
Please, I saw something here that is a
Peter, I'm the one that
God-fearing
brought that
man, the
back.
best kind of man. What's that?
I'm the
What's
one
that
that
about?
brought that.
God-fearing,
drink
the best
in
kind
the
of
bag.
man.
Yes, it's a God-fearing man, the best kind of man.
Would you find a
Go
God-fearing
for
man
it.
the best kind of man, or do you just
Your
think-
hands are not all over
How?
the bag.
It doesn't
Mama
matter?
told me I was going to alcohol was going to.
Women always say something like they like God-fearing men.
No, but yeah, fine. They always.
That's
say
what I'm
so.
saying.
Do
That's
you
why I
like
asked is the
God-fearing
best
But is God-fearing man like the best kind of man?
That's why I'm asking. It was a question.
Me personally, hell
usually
no.
you see women say
Why-
they're looking for a God-fearing man.
Dude, hell no.
Why'd you say hell no?
Because there's some men, not really technically fear God,
Okay.
atheists basically, who just live life on their own terms, not really like praise God, hallelujah, morning devotion, afternoon devotion, evening devotion, prayer and fasting and all that
But
shit.
they are good dads and
Yes,
good,
like
good
they're
lovers
good dads and good
people.
husbands.
Yes,
Great dads, good husbands.
I agree with that.
But not actually like God-fearing, kind of like,
Yes.
oh man, what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
Or what's God going to say when I do this and that? I don't know.
I mean,
There's
but-
some men who are not God-fearing, but they don't cheat. That's one. Two, they don't like the. When I mean great husbands,
Cheating is not the first casala in
is
relationship.
the ultimate. Trust me.
Cheating?
In
Can be a
it's an
bastard or you won't be
unwritten
a
rule in the
cheater.
dude. If you cheat on your wife, that's like the ultimate disrespect.
Wow, Babs will disagree with you on that.
I totally agree.
Go ahead.
That's like the ultimate disrespect. I'm just saying. I'm
Babs
just
said
saying.
if she doesn't know, he's not being disrespectful.
That is if she doesn't
He
know.
doesn't know.
You guys were here.
What
That's
did
what
I
I'm just
say?
saying.
You guys
No.
were here.
Which one are you saying?
mean you're
No, but
You
the thing
guys
is,
were
but the
here
thing
when
is,
he
what I'm
said
saying, see, going back to this God-fearing men kind of issue, there are some men who like they don't really technically fear God, but their conscience bites them if they're doing something
Yes.
away from their partner.
Yeah, and they don't have that God cushion like, oh, I'm gonna fuck up, but my Lord will forgive me after
Hell
I've
no.
done a prayer.
They're all-
You're You're listening watching to Accidental Discharge.
not really religious. Like
Oh,
it's-
I actually like that angle.
Yeah,
They're just religious. They're not God
but it's all
fearing.
it depends on the mindset. It
Yeah.
depends on your mindset. If you're not God fearing, but you have this mindset that this is what you need to do at some certain times. Don't fuck up. Don't cheat on your wife. Don't leave your family astray.
Yes.
Take care of your family, love and cherish your wife, and
Yeah.
then do the things that a normal husband do.
The real definition of God-fearing is somebody that won't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but that's
Real
but that
definition.
could
That
that
is almost an impossible task.
Exactly.
That's clearly an impossible
exactly.
task.
But that could
Wrong,
that
wrong must
won't
be
do
done. You must leave
anything
your
wrong. Who are we?
wrong must be done because either you must leave the toilet seat open, you must leave a plate on the table. There is just things
Wow,
that
Raj,
take the
okay.
context out of everything that we call. There are little things that actually cause bigger situations.
True.
So let's not
Accumulation of little things that now.
I'm not married, but do you think I'm ready for a little bit of marriage?
Yeah, you are actually.
Thank you very much. I
A
appreciate it.
little bit of
You are
marriage.
actually.
a little bit of
No.
Full of marriage.
Let me.
Because it's a start. You can't know the full game now.
Let me
How can you know the full
see,
game?
Yo.
Why do people get married and know everything that's going to happen in the marriage?
Let me tell you something. This thing about marriage. Let me tell you something.
Please, this is what a married man.
Let me tell you something. This thing about marriage.
You should listen.
You don't learn it before you go
Excuse me,
into it.
he knows.
You see, you don't
don't
learn
worry.
it. You don't
Thank
know
you.
about marriage when you get. See,
Yeah.
you learn
Thank
on
you.
the job
They don't
on
know
a
what they're
daily
talking
basis.
about. Say you're ready for marriage.
Like me right now, man. Like me back then, before I got married, I was like, stick with one woman, do this, do that, do this. But then you're coming from you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody from a totally different background. That's number one. Number two, the ideology is okay, fine. They say 2 becomes 1, but then if you have a kind of like school of thought on a particular issue, and then or your partner is coming with something different, that's another thing entirely. So you learn on the job. Some people thrive on drama.
A little bit of marriage.
Some people thrive on drama, like the whole arguments, like coming home from work and then arguing with your significant other, like almost per minute or per hour. Some thrive on like, okay, lovey-dovey, take the kids to parks, playgrounds, play nets.
Just being there sometimes, just doing the things that are right.
I mean, Disney World, my nigga.
Disney World, my nigga.
Me?
Yeah.
Me? Simple. Just live life the way it comes. And my wife, being the realist that she is, she's someone who like say, hey, yo, we can't.
Shout out to the wifey.
Yeah, big ups. She is someone that would look at me and say, yo, if we have shit to deal with, let's deal with it before we sleep. And that's one key thing. If you have any issue, deal with it, because if you keep malice till the next day, trust me, that is going to build up.
Yep.
It will build up to one period when she will not be able to take it anymore. Like there will just be one small issue, one small thing, and then that small thing will now
did you leave the
start,
seat up?
like apart from that one, that unearthing,
That's
like
a small issue
like
that
it
can
kind
break
of
a camel's
warms
back.
that you won't want to even like.
That's the thing.
You're
Sometimes
lucky.
people have issues, and not even in marriages, even just like in a relationship.
Normal, yeah, relationship.
You have something happens, and then you just feel like, yeah, we'll discuss it some other time, or we'll deal with it another time, or I don't want to talk about it now, and you forget. But like then it piles up.
It piles up.
And
yeah.
because you haven't dealt with it,
that initial one.
it's like, yes, and that's how you did that thing that day, that day. And
You
it's
get.
like, Jesus, that's the other day, like
That
3
day,
months ago. But
exactly.
like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's
yeah.
like
exactly.
everything becomes like an erupting volcano
I'm
in that
telling
moment.
you, it builds up. It builds up. Like the momentum is so crazy. You might just like feel, let's just later it. Dude, if you don't trash down that issue at that particular time,
And that's why I said a little bit of marriage.
maybe you
Start-
just go into a relationship
Started.
and cohabit for like
Little
6
bit.
months to a year. Then you find out what it means.
My G, a little
That's a
bit.
different
It's
thing
not
from a little
people
bit of
don't-
marriage. That's
A little bit of
A
marriage.
little bit of marriage.
Just a little bit.
Let
Listen,
me tell you
a little
something.
bit.
No, because
Just
put it
a
like this.
little bit.
See, yeah, you put that ring on, yeah. You have started something totally new and different.
Exactly.
You're not necessarily, you're not like, okay, you're fully married now.
Prepared
but
for it.
prepare for what? Look, yeah,
Dude,
some
you
people
don't prepare for marriage.
Guy,
Marriage
Of course,
prepares for you.
You prepare.
You don't prepare for marriage. Marriage
This
prepares
is
you
a married
for
man.
it.
You can prepare for marriage.
No.
It
You
doesn't-
can be
it
coached on how to.
it doesn't
like,
mean that-
being
it
coached how to play
doesn't mean
basketball.
that- it
Doesn't mean that when you get on the court,
doesn't
you
mean
know how
that
to
it doesn't mean that
perform
you
it.
be exactly. So it doesn't mean that you be prepared for everything that's going to happen in marriage.
So it is a
But
little.
you can prepare.
You
Stop
can
saying
see.
a little bit of marriage. Marriage is not something you go full on in.
Yeah.
You go full
Yeah.
on in
But
like
how do
in
you
full.
how do you defeat it? How do you get used to it?
why you
Little by
defeat
little, little
That's the last
by
boss, yeah?
little.
Yeah, like the last
Exactly.
one.
Don't mind this.
Now, let me tell you.
Why are you defeating marriage?
Now, let me tell you
Why
something.
you
Okay, now.
enjoying
See,
it?
see how you defeating marriage. Those people defeat marriage. Do you think that are you okay?
Divorce, simple.
Captain Awesome, I know exactly what you mean. You have to be on a mindset. You have to be on a certain
First of
mindset.
all,
you have
yeah.
to train
First
yourself.
of all,
You
Well,
can't
that's
just
what
be.
he's saying.
You can't just be doing.
You can't train yourself.
You can't train yourself.
for
You learn on
situations and
exactly.
expectations that
Exactly.
you've
You
never
learn on the
experienced.
job.
No, you
like-
have to have that. You have to have the
you
foundation
can't
in
prepare
your
for everything
brain.
that will happen. In fact, the thing that will happen in marriage that you're not prepared for, like he said, they can be like the smallest things.
smallest
So
thing,
you can't
you
prepare
know,
for everything that will happen in
exactly,
marriage.
exactly.
But you can prepare yourself for marriage.
How?
For the act of now
You
taking
can't.
someone.
You can't. You prepare yourself that
okay.
whatever
Okay,
marriage
okay,
is, you
Captain
have
Awesome.
to work
Captain
with.
Awesome.
Wait, let
Captain
the married man
Z.
talk.
Captain Awesome, Z, let me, okay, me personally, let me just say my personal experience. Before I thought about getting married, I was like asking myself questions. Okay, this journey you're about to embark on, are you really ready? That was the first question. Are you really ready to spend the rest of your life with this woman and raise a family? Because they're two different things.
Of course.
Spending the rest of your life with one person, that you like live your life, make life-changing decisions and all that, and that's one. And then two, bringing up new people, new members of the world in catering for them.
Still being financially responsible.
That's key word, financially responsible. School fees, feeding, welfare,
Not even just
shelter.
financially. You
Jaye.
have to be emotionally, physically. Yeah, you have to be available for them on all aspects.
You understand?
Yeah.
You think you just
I
enter
now-
and just be ready for
I
all
now
of that?
ask myself, are you really ready for this ish?
See, don't
Raj is going to die on this hill of.
But he's literally
little-
telling
a
you that these are
sprinkle
what
of-
he had to ask himself.
Yes,
He had to
so
decide-
that's
he had to decide within-
preparation.
he had to decide within himself.
So that's
Exactly.
Like, do you know what?
preparation.
Preparation.
I'm ready to take
It's not preparation. It's
That's
not
not
preparation.
Preparation.
No, it's not
When you
preparation.
when you now get it, oh, I'm
It's
pregnant,
just a
baby.
reality
You now,
that-
hold on. Your wife now tells you that she's pregnant. Now you have to learn a new level of manhood. Being
Yes,
there
but
for your
if
wife.
you did not ask yourself before you got married that, am
No,
I ready
no,
for
no,
this?
that is
Then you
different.
wouldn't even
That's
get there in
totally
the first
different.
place.
And when you take
That
why,
is
that's why he's
totally
not married the
different.
woman before her.
What?
No.
That's why he's not married because he was not ready at that time.
No,
You know what? I'm going
let
to
me
get.
tell
I'm
you
going to.
something
Okay.
fundamental about love and
Please
marriage.
go
right?
close to the mic.
First of all, you need to
my
sit down and
tits.
critically ask yourself what these things are.
True.
Marriage, just like love, is a choice.
Of course.
It's a choice you constantly have to make every single
Every
second
single
of every
second.
single minute of every hour of every day.
Exactly.
But
Every
you,
week
you make
in a
that
year.
choice without.
Exactly.
No,
without-
because
without-
there are
Let me
external
make that choice with
forces.
levity.
Because there are external forces that you have never ever experienced
Exactly.
and you are not prepared for. That
Exactly.
will always make you force yourself to question whether that choice is valid or not. And that's the primary reason why you have so many cases of divorce. Because people get to that threshold point where they say, no, fuck this, I can't deal with this anymore. It's best we go our separate ways or we find compromise. You know, on different sides of the table. So when you say you prepare yourself, you can delude yourself to believing that you are ready for certain things that you have not ever encountered in your life. Now you might have wait, hang
I'm
on.
going to listen to the guy who
You might
never has
have people.
anything.
You might
right.
have. I mean, you have different people with different challenges in life and everything.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
exactly.
health factors. I'm talking about financial factors. I'm talking about social, emotional, psychological factors, right? That have not been considered.
Exactly.
Now, put that aside. You have people who have. Let's consider sample people who have financial security. They think, okay, yes, I can take on the world. I can do anything. So they get married. They now realize, oh, shock horror. Money can't buy everything. There are certain things that I need. For example, attention. Money can't buy attention. You need to be there. You need to be there 247, hands on. Now, put that aside. You have a child. You have a child, right, that has a mental health issue, or a child that is dyslexic, yeah, or you have like a child that is disabled or something. That's extra commitment, right? Shit you are not ready for, right? So when you sit down and you think, oh, I'm ready for marriage, or I can prepare myself, you are being the most naive person in the existence of life.
Point score.
So, Peter, did I say
I don't know.
that there are
Score.
things, did I say that there are things in marriage you cannot be prepared for?
Nah.
Did I say that's exactly what I said? I said you can prepare yourself for marriage,
But the thing
there are
is-
things in marriage that you cannot
But
be prepared
see,
for.
now,
Now,
let me-
if you are, let me talk.
Okay.
because
I'm
he has
sorry, but
spoken.
like, what?
But
Yeah.
if you have prepared yourself for marriage, you understand that this is first of all, the main thing that you understand that this is a lifelong thing. Whatever challenges come, you are going to face it. That's the first preparation. That you and this person, you are in this thing forever.
Okay.
That's the preparation. That's the mindset that you have to
Yes,
go into.
you have to
Because if you go into it with the
keep
mindset
that
of,
mindset.
oh, when there are challenges,
I'll
maybe
do
I
it.
can step out. That's not preparation. That's not you being ready to be married. When you are ready to be married, you are deciding that me and this person is forever. So when those challenges you mentioned, like I said, both of you are not prepared for it. You and your wife, you're not prepared for it. You have a child that's disabled. You look at it and you're like, how do we deal with
no,
it?
I need to pass a
But
point. I need to pass
together,
a point very
together
quickly.
you deal with it because you
Let
are.
the woman-
you have
let-
the, let me
let the
finish.
lady
Go ahead.
Finish,
no,
finish,
no,
finish,
no,
finish,
let me
finish,
finish.
finish.
When he was talking, one cut him
No,
off.
yeah, go
Let
on,
me
go on.
finish. So when you have those challenges, two of you look at it and are like, oh shit, we didn't see this coming, but we deal with it because we have made that commitment, because we have prepared our minds for any challenge to deal with it together. So when I say you prepare yourself for marriage, you prepare for marriage doesn't mean that you're prepared for everything that will happen in marriage.
Exactly. But
And I said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
You prepare yourself for marriage, but there are things that will happen that you can never, no matter who you are, no matter who advises you, no matter what counseling you go to, there are things that will happen that you can never be prepared for.
May I speak now? Please. I feel like this is just advanced. Let's just go
Basics,
to
yeah.
let's go to basics,
Yeah.
like university, school. Let's just basics. School. So it's either, you know, obviously when you finish primary school, you know that it's secondary school. After you're done, let's do university. So secondary school, you can either go into vocation or you can, you know, advance. So if your parents are sending you to school, let's say in a strict African family, you know that you need to finish that university.
Definitely.
So if you do not prepare your mind to study, if you do not prepare your mind to, if you're going to bribe teacher, if you do not prepare your mind before going to school, that no matter how, I need to finish 4 years. Now things can come up, but you need that preparation you did before entering the school. If you wanted to do vocation and that's all you wanted to do, you don't care about that school. Do you think that, like, you think whatever mindset that you are in before going to school, do you think it helps or it doesn't help?
I think it's insignificant because there are lots of people who prepare themselves to go to 4 years of college or university, got in there and dropped out. Like,
that's exactly, it's the same situation, but they prepared. There are also people who were
dropouts the most of their lives and decided, you know, they had a passion in something, and later on in their lives decided they wanted to do something.
But nothing is absolute. But nothing is absolute. Like, that's what we're saying here.
I agree with Captain Awesome that yes, you can be prepared.
You need to have that mindset.
All I'm still saying is that it's still just a crumb of what you think that you're getting prepared.
Of course.
Which is why I said a little.
Like you said, it could be toilet seat, it could be toothpaste. Like it's the most, it can be the most insignificant thing.
And that person though, and then you can also not be ready for the reaction you're getting.
Yes.
Sometimes that should hit you out the blue.
Of course.
You be chilling. You be thinking, man, damn, we just went for dinner yesterday.
But
in the back of that person's mind, you do
it.
not know that there is one brewing situation
Tell me
occurring.
about it. Now let me
say, Peter, when we're saying you need to be prepared, is that you do not take it with levity. Don't go into marriage thinking it's an easy thing. No. Don't go into it thinking it's a temporary thing. Don't go into it thinking it's something you can live at the first hurdle.
Exactly.
That's what we mean when we say you have to be prepared.
It doesn't mean you have one gas.
Exactly. It doesn't mean that.
So as long as we can agree that marriage has absolutely nothing to do with the couple and more to do with the challenges and commitments that,
of course,
the contract which is marriage.
Of course.
Can I
forget about the contract? It's the commitment that you've made that matters the most in marriage.
The only thing about marriage that has to do with the couple is that it's significant, is universally accurate with relationships and love and whatever. That you find someone that has the same mental wavelength as yourself. That is about it.
Now, let me come in with that point.
Find someone who's just as crazy.
Let me come in with that point. Let me come in with that point. You see that thing when that wavelength, like first of all, your mindset, to your school of thoughts, and then how you approach things, wavelength. Now, there's some certain little ingredients that may cause a little bit of difference from that. Number one, like I was saying, you and your significant other spend the rest of your life together. Then comes the kids, then the in-laws, then life issues, then moving forward. What can you do in order to progress from maybe living from a 2-bedroom apartment to a mansion? How can you, number one, foster your relationship based on, one, understanding your finances, understanding your emotional needs, understanding your state of mind as to where is the future of this family heading to. That wavelength, like I said, me and my wife personally, if we have issues, I will trash it down, regardless of even if it costs us not having to sleep for the whole night. I will say my mind, she will say her mind, and then we'll come to an understanding, okay, for us to move forward, this and that is what we need to do in order to, let's say, cohabit. Because that cohabiting is key, because there are some marriages that I've seen that they can't stand the sight of each other. Trust me, they're still married though, but
maybe those are people who have almost refused to communicate.
Exactly, and that's the key thing: communication. If you keep piling things underneath, keep piling things under the carpet, trust me, the gbege that we bust later, it will be like a volcano waiting to erupt. That at the end of the day, she will now start counting the fuck ups you have been fuck upping. Pardon my French. From the first day.
From the first day, she will now start saying, this, remember when you did this, remember when I supported you, remember when you were broke, when I came through for you, and you didn't even appreciate me with whatever.
There, all the scores are there,
you understand? And then if she's one fucking up, and then you are not counting points for her, she will now look at you and like say, man, now, tolerance is key. Yep. Because number one, there's some people who, man,
what they do.
From the first bege, they're heading to the court.
Yeah.
Or they are or they are calling their popsy and say, man, this guy where I married, he's not taking care of me, just the way I wanted and everything. And then before you know it, the popsy will now call you and say, see, it's better you leave my daughter, or I will force you to leave my husband, my daughter. Or if it's the other way around, trust me, the African setting is the man's parents that will put pressure on the woman for the woman to either comport or leave. Now, in the case where she has child, exactly, or in the case where she already has kids for the husband, it's either you leave and leave the kids with them, or you comport and listen to what your husband is saying. Thereby, you show patriarchy on social media.
Last marriages.
Boss,
wahala.
I'd like to thank you. You've spoken the truth, spoken the words, spoken your views. That was dope. We have given our time and pushed it in. Captain Awesome, leave it to y'all.
Yep. Actually, before Captain Awesome tidies up for the evening, please remember to sneeze into your elbows.
Dab.
Wash your hands properly.
I can't dab.
Wherever you go, all times. And if you feel strange, if you feel iffy, if you have symptoms, remember to call the NCDC number, self-quarantine, and stay safe out there.
Stay safe, folks.
I think also important, let's just keep yourself, keep your environment clean. Lassa fever is also really real, prevalent in Nigeria. It's killing many people every day. So, yeah, thanks for joining us on this discharge. So, Timmy, it's great having you.
Gracias.
Please remember to subscribe, like, and click the alert. Jesus Christ, the alert's on this side. But you get the drill. See you next week.
Bless.
Peace. I won't even fight you guys for this stage today. You guys can do it.
Thank you for watching Accidental Discharge.